Alright, what's up, average gamers? We're going to do a gun review. This time we're going to do the Steady Hand. I just had this drop from doing Iron Banner. Going to go see what it's like. It's definitely got one of the highest impacts out there. The range is really good, but the handling and stability are obviously very low. Minutes per round is extremely low with the 110, but it's got that high damage, high recoil frame. So we'll see what we can do. I'm going to pair it with the Prosecutor in hopes that I can maybe hit a couple shots and then swap over to that, or vice versa. Start off with the auto and then change over to the hand cannon. I want to try to highlight what the hand cannon can do. As we all know, hand cannons in this game are very weak right now. They really can't do much against the scout rifle meta. But we'll see what we can do. This is somewhat at least a smaller map. Hopefully that will play to our advantage. But let's jump into this and see what we can do.
Iron Banner control.
Alright, good. We're inside. I'm gonna go low. Try to push into Charlie. Alright, at least pushing him off of that. See if we can't cap this. I'm not sure which way he's coming in.
Zone B. You captured zone
Alright,
C.
there we go.
Zone advantage is yours.
Get stuck out here too much. Oh my gosh, okay, yeah, he was pretty weak and that took one shot. I mean, that's the good thing about the hand cannons is they hit and they hit hard. Alright, let's see what we can do. I don't want to get too far out of range just because I will literally not be able to stand a chance. Oh yeah, I can't do anything about this. Yeah, and that's why I shouldn't have popped in. When you're using hand cannons this map, as you can see, the best thing you want to do is definitely run with your team. Unfortunately, this team is playing more hide than seek, but we'll see what we can do. If we stick together, we'll be in pretty good shape. Just because the amount of damage this thing does, as you can see, which is really good. You just need your... Ooh. Hopefully we're going to get B. I'm not going to rush that. Let's see which way they're going to come out. Okay, see, competed with the Vigilance Wing there, and that's obviously really good. I think he was missing a lot of his shots. Maybe that's due to how hard this thing hits. Sometimes the damage can just scare people. I'm not sure exactly, but it hit hard enough to throw him off, which was really good. Alright, we lost B. I'm going to try to push in here and get Alpha. Not very smart. If I can get this before I get flanked, that would be awesome.
Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours. Power play. All zones held.
Now I normally would have swapped over to my secondary there, but again, I'm trying to showcase this hand cannon because I actually think it is pretty good.
Zone A lost.
You just got to make sure you're within the right range, and again, you're sticking with your teammates. Like right now, I got the two to the left. I'm going to try to stick with them. And see what we can do, because a couple shots with this, if they would turn around and help, it would be done. Now, I don't know if you can use this in trials or not, depending on the map, I guess. We'll see. I'll be doing some trials runs this weekend, as I always do on Fridays, and we'll see if, ooh, shield. We'll see if, what map it is and what we can do.
Zone B lost.
Yeah, no health. Yeah. Dire Promise. I don't even know what that is, but that hit pretty good. That's the one thing. If this had been, I mean, being an Iron Banner weapon, this should have a lot more stability with it.
Zone C lost. Your opponent has a power play.
And unfortunately, it does not. So, that would make this actually worthwhile in using and maybe change people's perspectives of hand cannons, but unfortunately right now, hand cannons are it's just really bad. If you're not using a scout rifle, you're essentially just, or high cal Uriel's gift like that guy, you're not going to be able to do much. You know, maybe I should just put that on as my secondary, just to give me a fighting chance. Alright, this team is somewhat over here on Alpha. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing. Goodbye. Oh, that's not good. See, look at that. This thing hits so hard. Yeah, he's backtrailing. Yeah, the range on this is just not quite there.
This isn't over.
Wish it was a little better.
3 minutes left.
Guess he wasn't expecting that. Somebody go get heavy. Okay, not doing much there.
Zone C lost.
Are you kidding me? At least get him. I don't care if I die. That pisses me off. I mean, the only thing good about the Titans at the Smash is, honestly, the grenades. Everything else is terrible. Hand cannons are best with hunters just because the maneuverability that you need. You definitely are going to want that.
Zone advantage is yours.
Alright, he's not going to pop that. Oh, that's not bueno. Alright, come on, let's get back onto it. Let's see. Alright, they're going to take Alpha. Try to go to Charlie. We'll see. I'm not sure. There's going to be one person here. If we have more than one person in here, we might be able to get a decent team shot going. Oh, there you go. This thing it's very well suited for honestly this game with the being what it is, just because it hits so hard that you'd think that you'd be able to team shot this guy's idiot running up there by himself. I don't even know why I'm peeking over there. I'm not in that level of range.
Zone B lost.
You do grenades too, buddy. Yep, you get trapped over here.
This is the moment Iron Lords live for. 1 minute remains.
Alright, come on.
Zone B captured.
They're
Zone
probably going to be
advantage is
potentially
yours.
pushing here. I'm not sure. I'm going to sit here and let them feed in and hope that this guy if he and I could just, well, they're dying over at Bravo.
A glorious dawn is coming.
We need to try to get one of these positions.
30 seconds.
Sorry, I normally like to show a little bit more of the review of the hand cannon, but this is unfortunately all I'm going to get right now. Let's pop that there.
Captured zone A.
Yeah,
Zone
take that.
advantage is yours.
I don't know if you saw that, though. His grenades went back at him, which was interesting whenever I threw that shield up. That was
10
pretty cool.
seconds. Zone C lost.
Shoot.
Undeniable.
And I get stuck with the reload. I hate ending it with a death, but
You're as wily as
I don't know. I mean, it's
Case
pretty
6.
good. I'll have to try it out again. I recommend if you're going to run a hand cannon like this, potentially pair it with something that has a little bit more longer range with it. Just because that way you can have somewhat of a close range. If you two-shot melee somebody with this one, it will kill them because the impact is so good. So I would suggest doing that, but mainly running it with like a scout rifle. It is okay running it with an auto rifle, but sometimes you have to have better map awareness if you're going to do that, which might be the best thing to do. Just make sure you're not getting in those long lines of sight, those long lines of engagements, and you should be fine with it. I'll actually see what we did. I mean, 1.4, definitely not good, not the worst, but I don't know. I mean, I recommend it. It works pretty well. Once you get used to it, the more you use it, the better that you'll be with it, obviously, just like with anything else. Unfortunately, the meta is what the meta is right now. Everyone knows it. Everyone hates it, except for those people that love just running Mida and nothing else. But unfortunately, this game was designed to have more playability, more balancing, using different weapons, but the way that they designed it currently with the high cal rounds and everything else, it made it impossible to really compete unless you're using those weapons. But we'll see once the meta changes. I think this hand cannons will come back, hopefully the next meta change, which I really hope is sooner than later. But we'll see. I definitely recommend it. If you get it, don't destroy it, hold it. Use it in regular Crucible. You'll probably have fun, more fun there than any competitive modes. I was just doing Iron Banner. Obviously, it's a little bit more competitive than some of the other modes. I will not be running it in Trials unless I'm with a really good team who is team shotting, and also depending on the map as well. Really, it comes down to map awareness and your how fast you can move around. I recommend if you're going to run this, run it with the Hunter, just because you can get a couple shots, move, come back, change your angle, and it's definitely paired best with that. But anyways, it's been Average Gamer. Hope to see you out there. Enjoy. If you have any other comments or any questions, feel free to leave those in. Subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.